I'm a domestic violence counselor who fell for Justin Baldoni's smear campaign against Blake Lively. Some people may hear that and think, wow, that's an inside thought that you shouldn't admit online. But I actually want to talk about it because I think that it is the most sinister aspect of Justin Baldoni's smear campaign against Blake Lively. The reasons that I fell for Justin Baldoni's smear campaign. Initially, I didn't. I thought it was really weird that the entire cast and crew unfollowed him. That gave me pause. But then afterwards, I started hearing about creative differences between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. And I started seeing Blake Lively advertise a movie about domestic violence as though it was a rom-com, while at the same time seeing Justin Baldoni use real survivors in his campaign for the film, uploading the stories of real, actual domestic violence survivors, sharing their names at screenings, talking about how powerful it was to sit with them and hear what they were saying. As a domestic violence counselor, I found that very reassuring and comforting, honestly, because along with being a counselor, I myself am a survivor of domestic violence. So I thought to myself, yes, that is how you use your platform. Share the stories of people who deserve for their stories to be told. Use your large platform to advocate for survivors. Because domestic violence is not a popular thing for celebrities or famous people to advocate for. It is just not. So seeing somebody with power doing that fooled me. And then finding out not only that Blake Lively was contractually obligated to advertise the film the way she did, but finding out that sharing domestic violence stories was a purposeful tactic in order to make Blake Lively, his victim of sexual harassment, look worse while he looked better. That was the most disgusting and manipulative thing about this whole situation, because in using those real victims, those real stories that he told, he made them victims again. He became a manipulator in the lives of people who are already victims of severe manipulation. And while, yes, Blake Lively deserves all the support that she is getting, those victims are not famous people like she is. She has a support team to fall back on. She's married to Ryan Reynolds, one of the most powerful people in Hollywood. Those victims who Justin manipulated, they don't have that level of protection or social power that she does. And I think that their part in this, their victimization, is not being talked about enough. Because imagine experiencing one of the most hurtful things that you can experience, one of the most painful experiences you can, finally feeling like you can share your story, like people finally believe you, only for you to find out later that that was used to hurt somebody else. Well, that person who used it was putting somebody else through possibly something extremely similar to what you went through. And that just sucks.